Fisk unit. Fisk unit. Fisk unit. Fisk unit. Fisk unit. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Giants Outsiders, episode 16. Your boy Big Fist, the hardest voice of sports, the muscle of the Giants community, rocking with his partner in crime, the 60-minute man, the official 10K subscriber man, the sharpest sports bettor on the planet, my co-host, Kyle Pizzle. What's happening, baby?
What up, Fist? Fuck the Colts, by the way.
Yeah. Screw them. Screw the Patriots too.
They popped my cherry.
Hey, man, 6-0 was a good run though.
It was a good run.
6-0 was a good run.
But we're not gonna give up.
We're gonna get back on the good foot.
We're gonna get back on track. We're just gonna eat our crow, take our L, we're gonna move on.
Exactly. And before we start, not only do I want to say congratulations, Kyle Pizzle, on getting the 10,000 subscribers.
Thank you.
But shout out to Kyle Pizzle for living in the sticks like I do. So I'm watching the 10K video, and I know most of y'all probably listening to Kyle Pizzle talk his talk. You know what I'm saying? Whistle getting blown in the background. You know, classic Kyle Pizzle content. But I just was obsessed with the fact that he lives in the sticks like me. It's nothing but space. No street lights. I think Pizzle got one light the whole video. You know, it don't feel good to have just space around you, Pizzle.
Yeah. I can't be living in no damn city.
Yes, I hate this.
I gotta have room. I gotta spread out.
Gotta be able to breathe.
I gotta be able to breathe.
I was like, look at Kyle Pizzle area. Look like mine. I was like, okay, we good. I was so happy to see that. I'm like, okay, no wonder why me and Kyle Pizzle understand each other. I was like, okay, we from the same environment out here.
Everybody want to live on top of each other. Not me.
Not me. I love living in the sticks. But Pizzle, speaking of the sticks,
we ain't talking about them Twitter sticks, are we?
You want to get to the Twitter sticks first? You want to get some stuff off your chest before we go in on the Giants.
I mean, I had me a long day today on Twitter.
Cause you be beefing on Twitter. I gotta say that you really do be beefing on Twitter.
I be coming at people. I'm coming at cats, and I told him, Fisk. I told him I was coming to get him. I told him I was, and they all act surprised. They're like, "What you mean?" All surprised and shit. Like I ain't gonna say. You know what's crazy to me? This what crazy to me. I got to figure out how I want to say this, Fisk. I need to because I really want this to be right. I want this to be perfect. I want to say it right, so people are like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, you're not as a football fan, or even as a sports bettor, Fisk, or even as somebody that just watches football. Forget even if you have favorite, you're gonna get things wrong, right?
Yep.
You're gonna have takes. Doesn't even matter if it's about football. Anything in sports, you're going to say something or have an opinion about a player or somebody, and you're going to get things wrong, right? You and I disagree about Darius Slayton, for example.
Yep.
You might say I'm wrong. I might say you're wrong, but you can get the basic shit wrong and be all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can get the little petty takes wrong and it be all right.
Yep.
But Daniel Jones, you can't get that take wrong. And you want to know why you can't get that take wrong, Fist? Because he is the biggest acquisition the New York Giants has had in 20 fucking years.
Best pickup since Eli Manning.
20 fucking years, Fist.
Yep.
20-year span. If the Giants pick up a player, even someone of the caliber of Saquon, you can get that wrong.
Yep.
You can get that take wrong. That's okay. But the biggest one, the biggest fish in the whole damn, you can't get that one wrong. You know what I'm saying? You get what I mean? So when I go on Twitter and I start looking at fools, and I'm like, hey, my man, I even told this little shorty today. You saw me.
Yeah, her little
I gave her
stupid.
back to the streets.
Yeah, she for the streets, bro. She blocked me. I don't even know the girl.
She didn't even say. She didn't even respond. She didn't. She could have. She could have said, "Hey, Pizzle, fuck you," and then blocked me. She didn't even say that.
She a Jezebel.
She a Jezebel.
She a whole Jezebel. That's what she is.
She just straight up blocked me.
I don't even know what I did. I'm like, yo, I'm getting blocked just because I'm Pizzle partner at this point.
You guilty by association.
I'm like, bro. I'm like, I ain't even say nothing to the girl. I clicked her profile. I'm like, who was Kai Pizzle beefing with?
So, but here's the thing. You can be wrong about, like, I'm gonna get shit wrong. Like I said 2 years ago, I was like, man, I don't know about Adoree Jackson being, I don't know about that sign. Like I live in Nashville. All my Titans friends hated him. They thought he sucked. This time,
hey, yo, Pizzle. My old co-host, Jagganoff. He's a diehard Jaguar fan.
Yeah,
he said the same thing about Adoree Jackson that you did.
He did. I mean, Adoree Jackson couldn't stay healthy in Nashville. He couldn't. He would constantly try to make a big play and fail and give up a big play. He would do the stupidest stuff. So I was like, man, I don't know if this is the kind of guy we need for the Giants. And I honestly think it's because of Martindale's system. Truthfully told, I think they've coached him up, and he's been awesome. He's been great. I can get that wrong though, Fist. That's a petty thing.
I was wrong about Dexter Lawrence. It happens.
It's a petty thing, but you can't get the quarterback thing wrong. You can't, because why, Fisk? It's a quarterback-driven league. You can't win a Super Bowl. You can win a Super Bowl with a shitty cornerback. You can't win the Super Bowl with a shitty quarterback.
But here's the thing, Pizzle. It's not just that they got Daniel Jones wrong. It's that they compounded it by saying that we were supposed to be trash.
Like that's what I'm.
That's what it is. They compounded it.
My point being is and I understand where people are like, why you being like this, Pizzle? Why, the Giants good? Because you tried to run a franchise quarterback out of town. And if you would have done that, you would have fucked up the Giants even more.
Hold on, time out, Pizzle. I gotta cut you off. You're wrong. No, you're wrong. They tried to run us off of town. Forget Daniel Jones. They tried to run us off of town for saying he was good in the first place.
No, that too. But
they tried to run us off of town.
They've spent more time talking shit about Daniel. We've only been talking shit good about. I mean, we've been saying good things before the season started, but I'm saying, like, we've been getting our flowers the last 7 weeks.
Yeah, we've been getting our flowers, but I'm
been getting them for 7 weeks.
I give them the smoke, Pizzle, because if we were wrong, they'd be on our ass. If we was wrong, they would be laughing at us. If the shoe was on the other foot, they would be burning Jonestown to the ground. There would be Daniel Jones slander videos every single day.
Every single day.
There would be Twitter campaigns by the Giants community. Who we get Anthony Richardson, or we getting Will Levis, there would be so much Daniel Jones slander going on right now if we were not winning games. And it's not even funny.
What's funny to me, Fisk, is they act like a guy like me who's super passionate about the Giants, who really likes the Giants. I wasn't going to take that shit personal.
Facts.
They act like I wasn't going. What do you mean I ain't going to take it personal?
Playing victim.
That's one of my favorite. That's that dude. That dude's my Dude's one of my. I like his game. I think he's good. Like he's like one of my favorite players on the team. Now you gonna play fucking victim?
And that's the thing. Pizzle and I are here to hold people accountable, because what they're trying to do is act like they didn't slander this team and Daniel Jones. They're trying to act like they were right the whole time. No, it's on wax. My videos ain't going nowhere. Pizzle videos ain't going nowhere. They were wrong. And now they're trying to victim shame us for reminding them that they was wrong.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's all we do. We're just reminding you was wrong about the most important thing over the last 20 years when it comes to the pickup of the Giants. Like I'm just letting you know, like, the most important thing that the Giants picked up in the last 20 years, you was wrong about that. Just so you know.
You know who wasn't wrong about it? Stephon Ray, first super chat tonight. He says, "What's up, y'all? Giants been back. Giants back. Been believing for years. That's the energy that we bring on our platform. We bring the believers out. Okay, like Stephon Ray, we bring the believers out because Pizzle, the haters didn't want to listen to us because they were brainwashed into thinking that the Giants were supposed to be trash. They were brainwashed into thinking we were supposed to be a rebuilding team.
Mm-hmm.
They were brainwashed into thinking we was going to have a top 5 pick. They were brainwashed into thinking that Tyrod Taylor was going to take over for Danny.
Mm-hmm.
We can forgive the fans, Pizzle. We can forgive them. Who we can't forgive is the culprits who brainwashed them in the first place, who used their platform to quote unquote be realistic.
And then also at the same time, you have the ones that are like, "Nah, we in a real we still in a rebuild." What?
How we in a rebuild? We
How we
6
in
and
a
1.
fucking how we in a rebuild?
6 and 1.
How, and then like it's crazy to me how you gonna say we in a rebuild and we got the players that we got on this team. Like we've got good players on this team. And look, again, and I just want to touch this final point about the Daniel Jones thing. It's like you can have a take, for example, about like Darius Slayton or Dory Jackson, anybody. You can have those takes and be right or wrong, and that's fine. But here's the thing: if Darius Slayton don't play on Sunday or Dory Jackson don't play, yeah, that affects the Giants, but not nearly as it would if Daniel Jones don't play.
And when Danny don't play, we don't win.
When Danny don't play, we don't win.
Not even close.
Not even close. Dory Jackson, and again, I'm not talking shit. I'm not talking. I think Dory Jackson's been good this year, been great. But people reminded me of my Dory Jackson take that I did a year and a half ago, right? Because I'm calling them out on Daniel Jones takes right now. What's going on right now? They reminded me what's going on a year and a half ago, fucking 15, 16 months ago. You know, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna go that far back. Okay, fine, let's go back then. And then, but the point being is, Dory Jackson could have missed the game on Sunday, and we still would have won because Danny's out there doing his thing.
But Pizzle, that's the point, though. That bum, that boring mofo who tweeted you earlier today with those 4 screenshots, right? Imagine.
Oh my! Can I talk?
I ain't even gonna say his name,
but can I talk about that? Do you want?
Nah, but I want to bring up a point real quick.
Okay, because I got a big point on that. Go ahead.
Had Daniel Jones been trash, imagine the save bookmark tweets they had ready for us. Mm-hmm. Imagine the bookmark tweets and save video clips of me or Pizzle talk about Daniel Jones. Imagine the slander they had for us if this kid was trash. Yeah. They would have thrown it in our face every single stinking day. They was ready to throw us under the bus. They wanted to get us up out of here, man.
And let me say something about that, okay? Because the idiot in question, and I don't think you want me to say his name.
Absolutely not.
And I'm not going to say his name, but the idiot in question, he literally has a pinned up tweet on his Twitter literally shitting on Daniel Jones, okay?
He hates him. He's like his biggest critic.
He hates him, and I know why. I know one of the biggest reasons why he hates him, but I ain't gonna say it because I can't say it. But he hates him, and so my thing is like, okay, I'm gonna let you know. Hey, Daniel is this. He goes all the way back to the draft of this season and gets tweets from what I tweeted about Thibodeau. And here's the thing: I was Fisk is talking about being better. I was for sure the Giants were going to draft Sauce Gardner. I just feel like we was going to get a cornerback. I thought Sauce Gardner was going to be that dude. I just felt like that was going to happen. We were losing Bradbury. It just made too much sense. The Jets picked him before us. We had no choice but to pick Kayvon. But anyways, the idiot takes my tweets, puts them together, and then says that I said, bunch of he said, she said bullshit, says that I was saying that I called Kayvon selfish. I have made content on YouTube and content on Twitter. I have never one time said that Kayvon Thibodeau was selfish, ever. I just said that I really wanted Sauce Gardner, and that was my pick over Kayvon. But guess what? Sauce wasn't there. So they took Kayvon. And then here's the thing. My biggest concern on Kayvon was the fans. How are the fans going to react to what Kayvon does? Because Kayvon's going to say some shit. He's, he
He
ain't.
did this week.
Look,
He had some quotes this week.
he has some quotes, and guess what? Kayvon really, he ain't he's a disruptor, but he don't get like these big sack numbers. See, that's not he didn't really do that in college. So, but these idiots, these geeks out here, that's all they care about is these stupid numbers. Notice they do the same thing with Danny. It's like, oh, he didn't throw for over 200 yards. It's always these stupid numbers that they just come up with, and these standards that these players have to set, that the player eventually reads that shit or takes that shit in. And it's like, man, they get frustrated, and it's stupid because some geek out there cares about stupid numbers. So it's just, to me, it's silly because I never said anything bad about Kayvon. Never did. Yet the dude was taking those tweets and trying to make me look bad because I was literally asking him, like, hey, when you going to show Danny some love? Because you've been disrespecting him from the jump.
And that's the thing. Tweets like, and I'm gonna get to y'all super chats. I won't make y'all. I'm gonna read y'all super chats a little quicker this week. I do want to apologize for making y'all wait like 30 minutes to read y'all super chats last week. That's on my bad. But I want to say this before we get to the super chat. Pistol. That's why we got to keep our foot in their necks, baby. Because if we was wrong, this is what we would have got. We would have got this times 10, Pizzle. They had stuff waiting on us. They was prepared to bury us. If the Giants was trash, if Daniel Jones sucked, they were prepared to bury us. That tweet that he sent out today, Pizzle, is just verification on why we need to keep our foot on their necks. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, they would show us no mercy.
No, that's you're exactly right, Fisk. You're exactly right. If we were 1-6 or even 3-3, or I'm sorry, 3-4 or 1-6, if we were not this 6-1 record, the content all you would see right now is would be about Daniel Jones.
Oh, there'd be so many
Will Levis,
Josh Richardson, Bryce Young videos by these people.
Yes, so it's funny because like they say, like, oh, we're still talking about Daniel Jones. No, you idiots. You would have still been talking about Danny. We're just taking our victory lap right now because you were going to take your victory lap about being right about him. That's what I'm saying. Like, and then so they're like, they play this thing where it's like, well, I put out this. So here, this is Daniel Jones supporters versus Daniel Jones doubters, right? In the off season, Daniel Jones doubters said, replace him. Basically,
Yep.
We need to replace him. Then we said, as supporters, we're like, no, he's good. He can get the job done. Then the season's being played out right now. DJ's out there balling out. Matter of fact, this week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Duh. And then, so we, as the supporters, say, okay, it's time for y'all to eat y'all's crow about Danny now. Because like y'all said, y'all were talking all that good shit in the offseason. It's time for you to eat your crow. Now, you know what DJ doubters are saying now? They're saying, hey, man, we've come to the light on him. We're all on the same team. Don't say anything mean to me. What you mean?
Nah, I don't. Nope.
What you mean? You've been talking shit about anybody that supported Daniel Jones all off season.
Pretty much. Oh, they called us a cult. We were called a cult. This happened, Giants fans. This happened. We were called a cult.
Don't sit here and tell me now. Don't sit here and tell me to play ball and be like, oh, yeah, let's be a team player. Let's be a team player. You weren't being a team player all off season. I had to read all that stupid shit. I had to watch all that video garbage.
I had to deal with being laughed at.
And then when that kid from Florida, AR-15, he's out there playing, and I got to read them stupid tweets, and I got to sit here and it's supposed to be the biggest and baddest content creators talking about, oh, I'm impressed with AR-15. Why? Why are you even watching him?
For what? What'd you watch?
We got Daniel Jones. He's Daniel Jones is a top 10 quarterback in this
league.
Top
5 right now.
Top 5. And I'm so like, oh, as a supporter, I'm supposed to just sit back and let you talk. You're supposed to just talk all that good shit, but you don't. And then here's my another favorite thing. And I want everyone to Fisk. I have reached out to almost all them dudes and said, if you have something to say to me, and you have a debate that you want to debate, and you want to come on my channel, come on my channel. And guess what they all say? It's they're quieter than a fucking church mouse. It's crickets. They don't want to have that debate. They just want to stay behind their keyboard, talk their shit, and then get on video on YouTube or wherever, where it's safe for them to spew their garbage.
Pretty much.
It's nuts to me. It's nuts. So,
And,
I mean, Fisk, honestly, going back to Sunday, are you going to tell me that Danny didn't just ball out? By the way, he just got done beating Aaron Rodgers, who was a former MVP. He just got done beating Lamar Jackson, who's a former MVP, and he just got done beating Trevor Lawrence,
number one pick,
number one overall pick. And you want to know something? I noticed in the game. Did you see that? The pass that he threw to Marcus Johnson, and Daniel kind of yelled, turn around, and he basically looked like he said, "Catch the fucking ball." You know what I'm talking about?
That's what he said. Yep, that's what he said.
You want to know why I feel like he showed that so much emotion that game more than any other game? And you may know this, especially when the location you're in.
That's ACC beef right there.
ACC fucking beef. He took an ass whooping
beef right there.
Yeah.
How that feel, Trevor? How it feel, Trevor? I think you know what? I'm glad you brought that up.
Listen, seriously. Danny showed each and every one of us that he's got dudes on his list.
Yes.
I'm glad
you brought that up, Pizzle.
He's got dudes. He's got dudes on his list that he says, man, I'm going to fuck these dudes up when I get a chance.
Clemson, when Daniel Jones is at Duke, Clemson used to bully that team. Daniel Jones was the only good player on Duke.
Mm-hmm.
And that stacked Clemson team used to just, oh my gosh, that's a good point, Pizzle.
And it's a great fucking point, because I'm a great fucking content creator. And here's the thing, Fisk, is he's got a list, and he just showed each and every one of us. Of course, them other nitwits probably didn't see it, but he's got a killer side in him, Fisk. He's got a fucking killer side in him. Like, I will rip your guts out, bitch, if I have to.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he looked across the sidelines at old Sunshine across the field over at Trevor Lawrence and said, I'm gonna fuck this dude up.
Pretty much.
And I don't need anybody. I don't need Marcus Johnson messing this up for me, because my fellow men at Duke was dropping those passes when we played Clemson. And I don't need this sunshine looking geek over there winning another game that I should be winning.
Exactly.
Man, I'd love to see that from Danny, because he showed me that he got dudes on his list, and he coming for each one of them.
And speaking of Danny, that brings us to our second super chat. Shout out to Twist. He says, F Mahomes and Allen, agent number 8 is the best quarterback in the league. What can they do that he can't? They got better arms, but he faster and just as accurate. That's been my point the whole time, Pizzle. The only thing Josh Allen does better than Daniel Jones is throw it through. He has a better arm. That's it.
Let me say this, Fisk, and to add to Twist, to add to what he's saying. I'm not even ready to say that Danny can't be as good as those dudes until I see Danny play with a guy like Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins, fucking Gabriel Davis. I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? Let Danny get some dogs like them dudes have had. People forget Josh Allen really wasn't shit. He was good coming out of college, but he really wasn't what he was until he got Stephon Diggs.
Pretty much. Funny how accurate he got when he got a wide receiver.
But I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like, get this dude a dog at receiver. By the way, what about Darius Slayton touchdown or something?
No. He also dropped like 2-3 balls.
But he scored a touchdown, Fist.
He tried to drop it, Pizzle.
But it was a beautiful
throw. He tried to drop that touchdown too.
He couldn't drop it because the damn throw was too damn good.
Daniel Jones willed that ball into his chest because he tried to drop it.
But Slayton
tried to drop them
plays.
Darius Slayton.
I know. As soon as that ref put them 2 arms up, you was thinking about Pizzle, wasn't you? know you were.
I was thinking, please don't overturn this because he bobbled it like 5 times. I was like, please don't overturn this. That's what I was thinking.
All I'm saying is, I'm again going back to Mahomes and Allen. Like, I mean, I get their arms and all this and that. Mahomes got a lot of flash to his game, but again, man, I don't even think to me, Danny still has untapped potential until you get this dude, so a Tyreek Hill or a Stephon Diggs, man. Seriously.
I got a hot take we're going to get into once I catch these super chats. So I'm glad you talked about his untapped potential.
Okay.
Shout out to Luis Martinez. What happened to the Blood Money and F Your Feelings podcast? They haven't uploaded to Spotify, and Giants are 6-1. All right, well, that's on me. I've been slipping on uploading them to the to Spotify. That's on me. Giants Outsiders has been uploaded every week on Spotify and everything, but I'm just gonna be completely transparent with y'all. I'm I'm bad at lying. That's the Leo in me. I don't really know how to lie. 99% of the things I say out my mouth, I mean it. Is probably the truth. So I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know what I'm doing with the channel. I do the weekly recap every week over there, but just being honest with you, the content over there just doesn't get the views. And it's not the content because the Giants channel, I mean, my analytics on the Giants channel are amazing. So it's not me. It's not the content. It's just I can't find the audience with a general sports channel. So I don't know what kind of content to put on the channel, which is why you haven't seen me upload on the channel. But I do apologize, and I will start uploading those Blood Money shows to Spotify, especially since I pay for the RSS feed every month. So I'm definitely gonna be uploading those things. But yeah, like it's not me because because I did the same content I put on the Giants channel. It's the same content I would do over there. Just YouTube is about niche audiences, and it's just like I can't find an audience on General Fist, so I just haven't been uploading on there. That's just the truth. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, I'm gonna put that stuff on Spotify. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, and me and Tyson aren't doing the show no more. You know, he's still my boy. It ain't no beef or nothing like that. It's just like I don't know. It's just hard to work the schedules out. When me and Pizzle got the Wednesdays locked down, you know, that's cool, but Tyson's schedule crazy. My schedule gets crazy. You know, it's just hard to lock down that steady schedule every week. But shout out to my boy Tyson, AFC Roundtable Show. Shout out to them. They're doing big things over there. They also got a Patreon and YouTube Pizzle. You know YouTube, right? So check this out, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the past 2 weeks, YouTube yellow stickers my videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to manually review all my videos because the algorithm won't green light me. So basically what I'm trying to say is I haven't been getting paid for my videos for 2 weeks because I get all my views within the first 24 hours and it takes them 24 hours to green light my videos. So I haven't been making money from my views. So if I get 5,000 views on a video, I didn't get paid for that. YouTube will run the ads, but they won't give me the money because I'm yellow stickered. So I was thinking about creating me a Patreon because it's not fair that I put my blood, sweat, and tears into content and I even bend the knee and conform to your no profanity rule and you still yellow sticker me. That's BS. When's the last time? I hardly curse in those videos and it's still yellow stickering me and it's just like bothering me. So I have actually been thinking about trying to do a Patreon, see what unique content I can offer y'all, but it is what it is. Shout out.
Not that it's a huge deal to some people might be, but like it really is nice when people do like, you know, give you a tip or donation or just anything, like whether it's Patreon or whatever, and it just makes you feel, you know, appreciated.
Yeah, because I think it's you know, my whole thing was I work hard on these videos. And YouTube, my beef is with YouTube because YouTube, the guy told me that I pissed off the algorithm. Those are his exact words. He said you messed up with the algorithm, and now it's gonna take time for the algorithm to trust you again. That's what he told me. because the YouTube it has an automated monetization thing. It asks you, do you want to monetize a video? The next tab, it asks you again, is there cursing in it? Is it sexuality in it?
Yeah.
What is it? And if you get it wrong, the algorithm deems you untrustworthy. Once the algorithm deems you untrustworthy, they automatically yellow sticker your video, which means they're not going to pay you for the ads on
The
it. And you have
cursing
to
thing,
manually get it reviewed.
the cursing thing just bothers me because, like, you see big time content creators have cursing in their videos, but they obviously bleep it out.
No, but you can curse because the first tab says, as long as you curse after the first 30 seconds of the video, you're good. It has an
Oh, okay.
aggressive
Yeah.
language thing, but you have to tell YouTube you're cursing in the video before you
Yeah.
upload it. So they're okay with you cursing as long as you tell them. And that's what bothers me because let me see. The fifth unit march, that's 11 seconds. The show enough intro, that's 10 seconds. That's 21 seconds. By the time I get you with it, if you ain't with it, you best get with it. That's another 30 seconds. By the time I actually get into my videos, we 90 seconds into the video. So it's impossible for me to curse before 30 seconds. So I should never get a yellow sticker on a video. It just shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But shout out to Stephon Radar. I might be bold enough to say the Giants win 14 games. It's possible, Pizzle.
I mean, it's fucking possible. I mean,
14
honestly,
times.
man, at this point, I mean, the sky's the limit. Fist, we beat Washington twice. And honestly, look, I mean, I'd like for us to talk a little bit about that Seattle game, but like we can win the next 3. That can get you to 9-1. We're gonna sweep Washington. That gets you to 11-1, right? And so then it's like, well, the Colts obviously look like they suck.
Now they're playing that rookie. We beating them.
And they playing that rookie now. And I really don't know what to make of the Vikings. And then that just leaves us with, the Cowboys and Eagles.
Pizzle, I said it in the video, I think yesterday's video. I think I said it. I said we could literally lose to the Vikings, lose to the Cowboys, and get swept by the Eagles and still finish with 12 wins.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
nuts.
insane.
I mean, it's nuts what's happening this season. And yeah, I mean, I just think that it's, well, you know what the problem is, Fist, is like I'm buying in to this team and to Danny and everything that I get easily triggered when I see dumb shit out there.
I do too.
And I'm like, I probably shouldn't get so easily triggered, but I just do because I'm just like, I'm all in on this team. I mean, I'm just, I'm ready. I'm ready to go to war whenever they're ready to go to war.
Agreed.
I mean,
we're gonna get into Philly.
It's like
I'm gonna read Raphael's super chat, but we definitely, because Philly just made a trade, so we're definitely gonna talk about the Eagles.
Yeah, it's my boy. Raphael, my boy. Go ahead and hit that for him.
Raphael the Luna says, I can't wait to beat those pigeons from Philly. Facts. They're not sweeping us. Well, they're not sweeping.
No, I don't think they sweeping us, man. I wish we were playing them this week.
No, I don't want to play until we get Tony back. Relax. Wait till we get Tony back.
You know what? And Evan Neal too. I forgot about that.
And Ojolari too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Donnie. If DJ hasn't earned your respect at this point, then you're hating. I don't think he's otherworldly like you guys, but the kid can play. I was wrong, 100. You're still over there, Donnie.
I mean, honestly,
I don't care how much you butter up to me and Pizzle. You over there. You're never getting on the bandwagon, Donnie.
Let me say this to Donnie. Donnie. I watch a lot of football outside of just the Giants. I mean, I watch a lot of the other games and teams and everything and all this and that. I just don't see a lot of dudes that are that much better than Danny. Like, truthfully, like I really don't. I mean,
Danny a top 5 quarterback.
I'm telling you, like
he's a flat out top 5 quarterback.
I'm sitting there watching the Giants on Sunday, and I'm like, he's just it, man. Like this dude he's just like you watch Fisk. Every team we've played this year, I have not at one time said, man, the other quarterback is just way better than our quarterback.
Nope.
I haven't said
Tom Brady with wheels, bro.
I've not said, even Trevor Lawrence, who's supposed to be this young, up and coming first round overall draft pick, this and that. Like, I was like, okay. I mean, Danny's doing what he's doing, if not a little bit better.
Danny has a real Tom Brady feel to him. He does. It's scary.
The only thing that I worry about Danny at this point, the only thing, can you play me a full season? That's it.
We're gonna find. Well, I think because the offensive line has been so much better, he hasn't really been taking the hits that he normally would take.
Yeah.
But I
And
think
honestly, Fist, I'd be cool if he missed a game. I would. I mean, to me, that'd be okay because obviously they're playing this is a different time period where they're playing 17 games into the 16. So it's like every quarterback's. I mean, like for example, Aaron Rodgers, I think is probably going to miss this week's game, and he hasn't missed a game in forever. Russell Wilson missed a game. I mean, like quarterbacks are missing games around the league. It's hard to play a full season. But the biggest thing that Danny's got to do is he can't miss 7, 8 games, 6
agreed.
games. He can't do that.
Agreed.
By the way, have you seen some of these content creators talking about Danny going to give the team a team friendly deal?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Have you seen that shit? Have you seen that shit?
It's still disrespecting him. Cowboy fans thought that with Dak too, right?
You think Danny's gonna walk into there and be like, "Yeah, I'll take a team friendly deal." What are you talking about? You think his agent just gonna go in there and just allow that shit to happen, Fisk? I can't hear you, Fisk, if you're talking. We lost Fisk.
Nah, you ain't lose me. I was coughing up a lung.
I was about to say, I was like, what happened?
Nah, yeah, you ain't lose me. You was coughing up a lung.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, yeah, no. We've been through this. His agent is gonna make sure he gets $50 million a year.
He gonna say, "Show me the money." Is what he's gonna say.
Yeah, his agent is not gonna let him take no team friendly deal. No, absolutely not. Shout out to 59 Ways to Groove. Love y'all dudes, man. Giants have never been an air it out team. Good D, power running, play action, clock control team. Historically, where's my lot? No, that's who we are. Historically, this is what the Giants do. When we're good, this is what we look like.
Let me tell you, 59 Ways to Groove. These are my favorite types of dudes, Fisk.
Yep.
Dudes who know Giants football. Like, favorite types of dudes. And so I love to see shit like that. That's what they do, man. Like these idiots out here talking about, oh, we got to have this quarterback. We don't. We won Super Bowls with Phil Simms, Jeff Hostetler, Eli Manning. And again, I'm not disrespecting Eli, but my point being is we've never won a Super Bowl with a top 5 quarterback.
We've never had an MVP quarterback.
I mean, what are you like? I don't understand this.
4 Super Bowls, not one MVP quarterback.
And I loved Eli, man.
It's okay. I loved him too, but he was what he was. It's okay. It's okay. Shout out to Corey. You was wrong about the Phillies, Warriors, and now Eagles. First of all,
I know I was wrong about the Phillies.
I wasn't wrong about the Warriors because once I said the Warriors was going to the finals. I just thought Giannis was going to murder them in the finals, but Middleton got hurt and Giannis didn't get there. The Eagles, okay, I was wrong. I didn't think they would be good this year. And the Phillies, like, bro, who cares? They're gonna lose to the Astros. Like, just who cares? Who cares? And I'm rooting for the Phillies. I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. I hate the Astros. I hate the Astros with a passion. They killed my Yankees again. Yankees got swept. They're the New York Cowboys. The Yankees are the freaking Cowboys of baseball. They get all this publicity off the pass. They win all these games, and they choke in the playoffs every year. I'm so sick of the Yankees. Tired of the Yankees. But I don't even want to talk about the Yankees. Positive vibes. Shout out to Corey. This is the Eagles' year now. Bend the knee. It's not, I'm telling you, Pizzle, they're going to be heartbroken. Let me tell you how what's going to happen, Pizzle. Daniel Jones going to be down like 10 points in the fourth quarter sometime January in Philadelphia. All right, it's gonna be a playoff game in Philly at the Link. It's gonna be like 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Daniel Jones down 10 points. He gonna get the ball, 10-play drive, score a touchdown. Giants defense gonna make Hurts go 3 and out. He gonna punt the ball back with like 2.5 minutes to go. Daniel Jones gonna get another touchdown. Bing, 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 and we gonna win by 4 points in the Philly in the playoffs, and they're gonna be sick. This is what Daniel Jones does. He's Tom Brady, bro.
Mhm.
He's Tom Brady. Accept it.
I mean, I don't really. I get to the point where it's like I'm kind of done trying to make these people understand. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? Like
We're just gonna let Daniel Jones just
just
prove him
it's.
wrong every week.
I mean, he really he. It's so funny because he does have that. He. I remember getting. I think I put that too out there. Like this dude he's like Peyton Manning with wheels. Like I think somebody I can't remember who it was somebody out there that like was they were
That
like.
was me. That was my first viral video.
No, but
Rookie.
there was somebody else, like, I remember I remember you said it, and so I ran with it, and I was like, "Okay, I can get behind this, like, this is" because I mean, if you look at Danny, like, he does a lot of the same things in the pocket that
If
those.
you look at his college tape, the reason why I called him Peyton Manning with legs, this is a true story. So around the time that Danny got drafted, I was watching Peyton Manning highlights. There's no lie. So I had been watching because I was working on a Peyton Manning video. It never came out, but I was working on it. And I would just watching Peyton Manning highlights for like all day long. So I was just like his mannerisms,
Mhm,
everything Peyton Manning did was just fresh on my mind.
mhm.
So when the Giants go to draft Danny, and I'm looking at the guy's highlights and I'm watching, I'm like, damn, this dude looks like Peyton Manning.
He's
The
more he's
mannerisms, his stance in the pocket, all that, it just looked like Peyton. I said, okay, it's Peyton Manning with wheels.
he's more dangerous with them because them dudes weren't leaving the pocket.
No, and that's the thing. I don't like he's not Peyton Manning because like he's got this killer clutch gene that it just so Tom. It reminds me of Tom Brady.
And again, those dudes, Peyton and Tom, they had dudes at receivers. Marvin
Yep.
Harrison, Randy Moss, I mean, Reggie Wayne, the list goes like they've always had dudes. Julian Edelman, Gronk. They've always had dudes. Danny ain't never had none of those dudes, but if you give him those dudes, I'm telling he's gonna be lights out. Like
Danny has this Joe Montana, John Elway, Tom Brady. He has this fourth quarter killer in him that not every quarterback is born with. Not every quarterback has it.
that Steve Young was a little bit like that. Because Steve Young was like, "Oh, back up to Joe Montana. He's nobody, this and that." And then all of a sudden, he's out there winning a Super Bowl.
Pretty much, man.
Of course, I was a kid during that time period, but that's kind of what I remember Steve Young being like. Everyone doubted him, didn't really take him seriously, always Joe Montana's shadow, kind of all that thing, and then goes out there and wins Super Bowl.
Facts got the monkey off his back. Shout out to Donnie. Donnie says, Corey, we beat A-Rod and Lamar and held Henry and CMC under 100 yards. Who have the Eagles beat? Kirk Cousins on Monday Night Football? LOL, y'all team softer than Meek Mill. That's another thing. Like, their only quality win is against Cooper Rush, in my opinion. That's the Eagles' only quality win was against Cooper Rush. That's it. I can't take them serious, man. Their only quality win is Cooper Rush.
I think the Eagles are good, but I don't think that they're just out of this world.
I don't think they're unbeatable.
I don't think they're unbeatable. I really don't.
Giants gonna punch him in the face. I'll tell you that. But Daniel Jones owns he owns them. He owns the Eagles, and now he got help around him. Please, okay. Shout out to F your feelings. Fantasy football is ruining the NFL. Everyone's watching stats in red zone, not the actual games. Daniel Jones for president. Much respect to y'all. And you know what, Pizzle? I'm glad he brought that up because
This is a great point, right? I could go on and on about this point. Go ahead.
they don't watch Danny.
Yeah.
They don't watch him because the thing is, when they talk about the Giants, right? Here's the sad part. They don't mention how cold-blooded this kid is in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not watching the games. They're just looking at the box score and they think he's trash. But when you watch the Giants like we do every week, and you're down 10 points regularly in the fourth quarter, and you got a smile on your face because you can't wait to see how DJ gonna pull it out, you know you got a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
your quarterback is good when you expect him to have fourth quarter comebacks on a regular basis.
and to fuck your feelings point, which by the way, that's a great name. when the Giants aren't playing, like I watch the Red Zone channel, like, and it's high paced, it's right. It's, man, it's going game to game, but they're showing all the great plays, right? Like, oh, there's a sensation. They don't show you all those grindy plays.
Dumb coaching decisions and
Yeah,
stuff. You
they
don't
don't
get the
show you
full
none of that
effect.
stuff, and they're always showing you the good shit. And it's like, I love the Red Zone channel. Like, it's man, it's crazy entertainment, man. But I mean, Danny, it's like you just gotta.
You have
He
to
won't even
watch
get.
them because the stats don't tell the story.
He honestly don't even get respect on those channels like that. Like, he really don't. Like, when Daniel does something, it's like they only show it. They never expect it to happen. So, for example, like the red zone, if the Packers are like in the red zone, they'll run to it because, oh, it's Aaron Rodgers and he's going to get it. They always show Danny in a highlight. Anytime I've ever seen it, when I'm watching the game, and then I'll have red zone on as well. Like, they only show Danny after the fact he's already scored a touchdown. You know, it's like they anticipate it with a with a quote unquote great quarterback. But with Daniel, they wait till like he gets it in, then they show the highlight.
But here's the thing,
I always
Pizzle.
catch that, and it always bothers me.
You know what they're gonna do too, and I'm letting you know this now. This is how the media operates. When Daniel holds John Mara hostage, they're gonna vilify him. They're gonna make Daniel Jones the bad guy when he holds John Mara and Joe Shane hostage next season. They're gonna make him the bad guy because
Yeah.
Danny's gonna Dak Prescott the hell out of the Giants. He gonna Dak Prescott the hell out of this team. But it's gonna be 10 times worse just off the simple fact that Daniel Jones, see, here's the difference. When it came to Dak, right? Dak, they could get away with it with Dak because there was a piece of the Cowboys fans and there was a piece of Jerry Jones that it was like he's a game manager.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They knew Dak had a ceiling. The difference is with Daniel Jones, he's our team. You see, Dak had Dez and Zeke. He had the best offensive line. There was so many pieces around Dak that you couldn't really give Dak the credit. Like, you knew Dak wasn't the reason.
Yeah.
On the Giants, they know good and damn well they can't win without Danny. So it's like when Danny holds them hostage, they got to grin and bear it. They're going to have to grin and bear it.
Fifth, I said last week on Twitter, he's the heart and soul of the team.
He's the whole team.
He's the team.
They love this kid.
They love
is the team.
And I honestly feel like he gives energy to the defense and the rest of the team. They're like, man, we can't let this dude down because he's out here playing his guts
Notice
out.
how hard that defense plays in the fourth quarter to get him the ball.
I know.
That's how you know you got a good quarterback when your defense wants to get you the ball in the fourth quarter.
I know.
So you know you
and that's the thing too, is they believe in him because they go out there and play their ass off because they know if they can get him the ball that they can win.
Exactly.
They don't go out there and just lay an egg thinking like, well, he ain't gonna do shit for us anyways.
And this is what other content creators and this is what the media don't talk about. They don't want to give Danny his credit. They talk about Dable. They talk about the defense. They talk about the line. They give Saquon more credit than he deserves. They never talk about the fact that Daniel Jones is the reason all this works.
That's what's crazy. You know what's funny is, and I'm not even shit talking Saquon. And Saquon is good. Like, okay, cool. Like he's great. But we had Danny's carrying the ball too. Like he's getting legitimate carries as well.
100 rushing yards on.
I mean, dude had 100. Yeah, he had 100 rushing yards. He combined for over 300 yards on Sunday.
NFC Player of the Week.
I mean, come on. And they like, and then it's funny because when you say that, they're like, "Wait a minute, I think it's Saquon." I don't see Saquon throwing for 200 yards.
Nope. And remember, Danny, technically, if the Eagles didn't tank, I'm gonna always bring this up. If the Eagles didn't tank versus Washington, Daniel Jones would have literally won the division without Saquon. Because Saquon tore his ACL in 2020. Danny literally did everything he needed to do to win that division because he beat the Cowboys week 17. He put us in position to root for the Eagles at 8 o'clock. If Daniel Jones does not beat the Cowboys at 1 o'clock, we can't even root for the Eagles at 8 o'clock. And there's a piece of me knowing now, If I knew then what I know now, I would have wished Daniel Jones had lost at 1 o'clock because I just would have loved to see Jerry Jones sue the league when the Eagles tanked. Because if they would have tanked on the Cowboys the way they did the Giants, Jerry Jones would have sued the hell out of the NFL. He would have had Jeffrey Lurie. He would have had Jeffrey Lurie in litigation for years. What? Pizzle. Nobody cares about the Giants. Nobody gives a damn about the Giants. But could you imagine if the Eagles had tanked on national television and the Cowboys playoff spot was on the line? Whew, the whole earth would have stopped moving, bro. Especially since half of them national media is ex-Cowboy players any dang on way. Could you imagine the outrage that the Eagles would have got if they did that to the Cowboys? Like the media let it go because it was the Giants and nobody gives a damn about us. But if they had tanked,
they starting to give a damn about us.
A little bit, little by little.
They starting to give a damn about us. They starting to talk about us. They starting to put it out there.
Oh my goodness, I gotta go on a rant. I'm gonna catch these super chats up and I gotta go on a rant because Pistol just really reminded me of something that's been pissing me off all week. Shout out to Corey. As soon as Philly lose a trap game, here come Fisk. Bro, I'm consistent. I've been calling out garbage all dang on season. Shout out to Twist. When they want to say he beat Jackson, then they want to say he beat Jacksonville. Well, they have the number 3 run defense and he ran for over $1, defying all the effing odds. Now, I don't want to hear that because everybody thought we was going to lose to Jacksonville. I don't want to hear that. Nope. I don't want to hear that. Giants are underdogs every week. Mm-hmm. So you can never say, here's the thing, Pizzle. When you're the underdog every week, you're not allowed to say, oh, well, they only beat that team.
Exactly. You know, I'm so glad. Yeah. To me, don't tell me it's just so-and-so when people out here making the odds say, no, they're actually the underdogs in that game.
Facts. So
like it's hard to win. It's hard to win a road game. And then multiple road games at that. Facts. It's one thing to have a good home record. It's another thing to have a good road record. You know, we ain't lost on the road yet this season.
At Tennessee,
in
Green
London,
Bay is technically a road game.
Mm-hmm. In Jacksonville,
and now we just beat Jacksonville. Yeah, undefeated on the road.
Yeah, and now we go into what's supposed to be home field, this big home field advantage for Seattle. You know, that would be another huge win for the Giants.
And guess what? All we gotta do is get it to the fourth quarter. That's it. Just get Daniel Jones to the fourth quarter. He'll bring it home.
Just be close, yeah.
Shout out to Corey. Jones is average at best. He'd be a backup at Philly. That's a lie because he's got identical stats to Jalen Hurts. Don't be fooled. Go look at Jay. Yo, everybody watching this video, all 260 of y'all listening to this podcast, go to my Twitter at Bully Fist because I tweeted it earlier today. I retweeted it earlier today. Some Giants fan put up a graph, a side-by-side of Jalen Hurts stats and Daniel Jones stats. They are identical, but Danny actually has more rushing yards than Hurts. That's insane. Y'all know Daniel Jones is the only quarterback with more rushing yards than Daniel Jones is Lamar Jackson. How you gonna sit there and say that Jalen Hurts is an MVP, but Daniel Jones has identical numbers to him? So y'all can't sit there and say Fist Vegas is ODing on Daniel. How you gonna sit there and say I'm ODing on Daniel Jones for MVP when y'all putting Hurts second to MVP behind Josh Allen and Daniel Jones got the same numbers and one less loss? What we talking about? Man, back up at Philly. If Jalen Hurts is on the Giants, we wouldn't be 5-1. Jalen Hurts couldn't succeed on this team. He couldn't. Jalen Hurts need AJ Brown and Devontae Smith and that court that tight end, that stud tight end they got. I forgot his name. Got a monster tight end over there. Killed me in fantasy last year. Forgot his name. Shout out to Corey Harris. Jones. Bro, I don't speak Spanish. What's wrong with you? Man, super chat me in English. I don't speak Spanish. The hell? Pizzle, do we speak Spanish?
I mean, I don't know what the shit that. I mean,
the hell is wrong with Corey? Last time I heard anything in Spanish was when I was banging a Dominican couple months ago. That's the last time I heard anything Spanish. She was saying a whole bunch of Spanish shit, and I just knew I was the man because she was saying it in ecstasy. 60-minute man shit. Y'all know nothing about that. Shout out to Donnie. Donnie says, Fisk, you still a Saints fan? Or didn't we forget? Yo, I don't care, bro. I like, you know what? I actually take credit for that because there's a thing, right? A lot of y'all go on YouTube and fail. I went on YouTube and got embraced by an entire city. I'm a Giants fan and got embraced by the whole entire city.
What is this all about, Fist?
Nah, because like I used to do Saints content on my other. I used to do a lot of Saints videos on my other channel, and I'm sitting back like, bro, I got a whole entire city and fan base embrace me and embrace my content. I actually wear that as a badge of honor.
Well, let me say this. Let me and I'm gonna say kind of come to your defense on this a little bit. I mean, theoretically, anybody can come on YouTube and play a role and say, "Yeah, I'm a fan of that team." I mean, anybody can do that. Anybody can just make some shit up, right? Like, even if you didn't have it, if you said, "Man, I know how I can make money on YouTube. I can go in this sports space and I'll just pretend to be this and I'll just be that," right?
Yep.
I mean, you really don't know what anybody is, really.
Pretty
Truth be
much.
told. I mean, but if they say it's like that's why a lot of times I question a lot of content creators because I'm like, wait a minute, I don't see nothing. You got a green screen behind you that you can take on and take off. You can put any picture you want on it. You got a little hat and you got a little t-shirt, and you talking like you this and you that. Okay, I need to hear some of your stuff. And then when you say some of the stuff you say, I'm like, I don't know about all this.
Pretty much.
You
I
know what I
covered
mean?
the Saints. I covered the Saints, and I covered the Saints with credibility. The Saints, believe it or not, the first round table I ever got invited to was from the Saints. The Saints YouTubers. That was the first round table I ever got. I've never been invited to a Giants round table before, but Saints content creators showed me love. I ain't got nothing but love for everybody in New Orleans.
And
Who that nation? They embraced the hell out of me.
I've got
shout
shit.
out to them.
I got shit from people like that, where it's like, well, you working with a Saints fan, you ain't working with a Giants fan. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care what Fisk is. I just think it's a good ass show regardless.
And my whole thing is, at the end of the day, the whole Saints fan thing, and I'll curse Donnie out about that later, because Donnie like to take like little personal shots and like think that should be cool sometimes. But at the end of the day, though, like I'm a Giants guy. Everybody like I'm a Giants guy, and I found that out the hard way because I thought I was a general sports guy with a Giants channel, but I found out the hard way that I'm actually a Giants content creator with a second channel. So it was like, it really is what it is. I'm just gonna be. I'm a bad liar. I'm bad at bullshitting. When I don't care, I don't care. I don't care what you call me. And because the truth is, if I was still doing content on General Fisk, I'd be the biggest Bills fan on the planet because that's my favorite player. Outside of the Giants, my favorite player is Josh Allen. So if I really took time to make content on my other channel, y'all would be calling me a Bills fan because I'm obsessed with Josh Allen. I love that guy. Pause. Like that's my favorite non-Giant. I always watch. I watch Buffalo every single week. Josh Allen's a monster. So it is what it is. Yeah, like next time y'all call me a Saints fan, y'all make sure y'all call the Poodle a Laker fan. Because last time I checked, Poodle was a Knicks fan. So next time y'all want to make fun of Fist for being a Saints fan, y'all go check the Poodle on the Laker content.
And you want to know why Poodle does the Laker streams?
Because that's what makes him the bag. That's what that's the
you can do Clipper games, you can do Trailblazer games, you could do Suns games, you could do all those games.
Yep. You gotta on YouTube, you gotta embrace who embraces you. Bottom line. Shout out to
They'll probably cry. They'll probably cry about that we said that, but I mean, we just
hey,
having a little fun. You ain't got to cry about it.
truth is the truth is the truth though.
I mean, it's just the truth.
Truth don't take no sides. Shout out to Chris, Cowboy fan here. Giants are nice. Any trade wishes? Yeah, bring me Jerry Jeudy. I want Jerry Jeudy.
I said Jerry Jeudy last week. You said it was. I thought you didn't like Jerry Jeudy.
No, I never said I didn't like Jerry Jeudy. I was just obsessed with DJ Moore. But I've come to the realization that I don't think Joe Shane wants to take that contract on.
No, he don't want to take a contract on.
Yeah, I think Jerry Jeudy's the guy.
I don't think
he's still on his rookie deal.
I mean, but here's the thing on that, Fisk. If you get a receiver who is obviously a lame duck, for a contract, right? He's last year in his contract. Wouldn't you rather just try to figure out the shit with Tony than to get basically a rental as far as receiver goes?
Nah, Jeudy. No, we would have control over Jeudy because he's Judy's in his what, 4th year? No, 3rd year. This is Judy's 3rd year.
So then he would have an option after this year.
No, we could 5th year. We could give him the. No, I think they already picked up his 5th year option. So we'd have control over him next season.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd have control over him next season because we can give him the 5th year option. So we'd have control over Judy.
I'm almost certain that Dable was at Alabama when Jeudy came in.
I think he might have been.
Might have been.
That might be why we've been linked to Jeudy a lot, because the rumors.
So you would think that if anybody knows him or likes him, it would be Dable.
It'd be Dable. Yeah, that might be why we're linked to Jeudy a lot, because every time I hear Jerry Jeudy, I hear the Giants name. So it might be why.
And you know what? Kadarius Toney is Sasquatch.
Yeah, he's Bigfoot. He's a legend.
He's like, we know we think he exists, but we've never seen him.
We can't be too sure.
We've heard about him.
Yeah, we may have seen some highlight clips.
We've seen a couple things, but that's just we don't know.
He's Leatherface. He's Leatherface. Because like they got like real clips of Leatherface, but you get like it's just brief clips of Leatherface.
Mm-hmm.
That's Tony. We got the Cowboy game, and that's it. We got a couple clips of the Cowboy game, and that's it. We just gotta believe that that's real footage.
Yeah,
we gotta believe it's real. That's all we can do.
I mean, to watch like Wan'Dale's came back and like he's making an impact, and it really feels like that Tony would fit really nicely with this offense. If
he is the offense.
He looks like he looks like he would fit. That's another thing too. Is like. Not to shit on again, I'm not shitting on Saquon, but a lot of people are showing him a lot of love and everybody's talking about him. But if the Giants actually had legitimate receivers, I don't think Saquon would be getting as much love as he's getting.
No, because Dable and Kafka want to throw the ball. That's what they want to do.
They want to throw it, but they also want to get Danny rolling out. I mean, don't get me wrong, they want to run the ball here and there, but I just don't think Saquon would be as featured as much as you think. He's only featured as much as it is now because we ain't got nobody to throw to. Yeah.
But Pizzle, you saw it this week versus Jacksonville, how we came out shotgun throwing the ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what they want to do. That's really what Dable and Kafka want to do. But the problem is our best receiver is Kadarius Toney. The whole passing offense was built around Kadarius Toney.
I mean, technically,
so they can't open up the book until he gets back.
I mean, technically, the best receiver right now is Darius Slate until he gets back.
Oh my gosh!
Well, maybe it could be Wan'Dale.
Anyway, shout out to Corey. I'm not going. Like I said, if I had a camera, y'all will see me shaking my head. That's all I can do. All I can do is shake my head.
Baby. Got that Sunday TD.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to Corey. Eagles looking at the Chiefs and Bills, not Giants. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Sure. Shout out to Lou. Would beating the Cowboys and Jerry World on Thanksgiving be the biggest win of the season? Absolutely. Because we ain't beat Dak yet.
Yeah, that would be huge.
That's bigger than the Eagle win because we ain't beat Dak. Beating the Eagles is regular. We beat the Eagles every year. We ain't beat Dak ever. All right? We ain't beat Dak since 2016. So, yes, beating the Cowboys on Thanksgiving will be our biggest win of the season. Shout out to Jeremy. 29 games in NFL history where quarterback had 200 passing yards and 100 rushing yards. DJ has one of them. Doesn't he have two? Didn't he get 100 versus Washington last year? He should have two because I thought he got 100 yards versus Washington. No, he didn't have 100 yards because they took it back. Yeah, there was a holding call on one of Daniel Jones' rushing touchdowns last year. So, yeah, he didn't get the 100 yards last year. So, yeah, you're right. This was his first 100-yard game. That's right. I forgot about that. But he should have had 100 yards versus Washington last year. Shout out to Corey. DJ, how come DJ get credit but not win to 2019?
What? The same thing. What do you mean?
Corey, we don't give a fuck about Wentz or the Eagles. Shout out to Twist. 8 showed us who he was immediately. His first game in the league was a double-digit deficit comeback win in the 4th. That's who he is.
Yeah.
Best super chat of the night. Shout out to Twist. That's the best super chat of the night.
He had shown us that's Fisk. That's what's crazy about like what's happened the last 7 weeks. Or like he has shown us flashes before. Like he had hinted to us like, hey, I got what I got. I got something here for you guys. But then, you didn't see it on a consistent basis, but it's because he had consistent garbage around him.
Pretty much. Well, no, we saw it on a consistent basis. Just Evan Ingram and Slayton can't catch.
Yeah.
Because he damn sure showed up and tried to win us them games. But to quote the great Giselle, he can't throw the ball and catch the ball.
I mean,
but yeah, that's the truth. Daniel Jones came out the box with an 18-point comeback. Shout out to Corey. Eagles did tank, but they fired Doug, so it's even. Man, whatever. Give a damn. They fired Doug Peterson. They tanked and cost us a playoff spot.
Doesn't Corey isn't there like an Eagles stream going on right now?
Nah, because here's the thing, right? Because I think. Hold on. It looked like he might. Yeah, Corey actually about to get clapped. I'm getting caught up with the super chats. Like Butters is about to clap Corey. But shout out to Agent Trotsky. Remember, supporting Big Fisk is supporting small businesses. Sorry for coming in late, Fisk, but I had to mention how Nick Gates is back. And also how I'm still mad about Bellinger being hurt. We didn't even get a flag for hands to the face. He was getting good. Yeah, that Bellinger injury is going to hurt because he really was. He was clutch for us. He caught touchdowns and he blocked and.
I think it's a bigger loss than we realize because he was kind of a safety net for Danny.
He was. He really was.
He was making and man, again, nothing flashy, but he was just catching the ball when he was supposed to catch it. There wasn't no weird ass tips like Evan Ingram would do, and then there'd be interception, and then everybody blaming Danny for the stupid interception that Evan Ingram caused. Bellinger's been doing good, man, but as far as Nick Gates goes, like he's back, but I don't know if he's going to be in the lineup. We'll see.
Well, with all these injuries, he might be in the lineup.
Yeah, that's true because
Bredesen didn't practice today.
That is true. It really stinks because like we could suffer a couple injuries on the defensive side of the ball, but the offensive side of the ball, we're so damn thin as it is, Fisk. It's like
Tony didn't practice again.
It's like, damn it, man. Like, why can't we, if we have to lose somebody, why is it always got to be on the offensive side of the ball? Like, we ain't got our receivers. We're already pressing Saquon and Danny enough as is, to make the offense work.
Hell, Saquon hurt. His shoulder be falling out every other
yeah. We're pressing both of them so hard.
Danny already hurt his ankle.
I know that's what I'm saying. But when you having to do so much with so little, it's like, damn, man, it's frustrating, man. It really is because I think we're a really, really good team, and it's just like we just need to be healthy. Like we got to be healthy. We're a playoff team, Fisk. Like let's go ahead and call it what it is.
Yeah, we're definitely going to the playoffs.
We definitely going to the playoffs. That's
Daniel Jones gonna break somebody's heart in the playoffs too. They're gonna be sick. It's gonna be full quarter.
I just hope we healthy enough for that.
It's gonna be fourth quarter, and Daniel Jones gonna be cold as hell. He's gonna be cold as ice, and they're gonna be sick. They're gonna be like, I didn't know he could do that. How do we lose a Daniel Jones?
Mhm.
Tell you, they're gonna be sick.
Yep.
Shout out to Butters. Corey is showing you his private school knowledge. Yeah, not Corey. Corey a weirdo. Shout out to Corey. Butters with your lips. Go kiss another brick wall. We getting violent in the chat tonight, I see. Corey says, Butters go jump off the seat. Hell, he said go jump off the Sears Tower, do a flip. About somebody said something to Butters. I mean, shout out to Butters. Remember, supporting big fish gets supporting small businesses. Corey, my guy, why you obsessed with my lips? I guess you just consider yourself a fruit cup coming with your what the fuck? Oh my gosh. Fruit cup. Yeah. Consider yourself a fruit cup coming with your burner accounts because you too soft to come on my stream. Oh, hey man, hey, look, yo, that's on
Heated in here.
Corey. Yeah, Corey getting called out. You know what I'm saying? Go to his streaming, handle your business. Shout out to Stephon Ray. So who would you take, Danny or Josh, a quarterback? Oh, Danny. Oh, I'm not trading Danny for the world.
I don't know, like no disrespect to Stephon, but like they need to Danny's my dog. That's my horse.
Yeah, and Josh Allen's my favorite quarterback, but I'm not taking him over.
My guy, man. Like y'all don't get it. Like I'm not saying this just because I 1000% believe in Daniel Jones. If I was starting a team tomorrow, Daniel Jones is my quarterback. Like I believe in that dude.
Nope.
1000%.
I want the most clutch quarterback in the league on my side. Sorry. And I love Josh Allen, but I want the most clutch quarterback in the league on my side. Not putting Corey Harris super chat on the screen because he said a banned word on my channel. But fuck the Antichrist.
Wait, what? So someone put the Antichrist's name in a super chat.
I don't support that shit.
What was the question though? Like,
he said that Daniel Jones ain't real. So like I said, hey yo, fuck him. I don't watch his content, and I wouldn't know. But if he said that, then hey, like I said, stay
I heard the Antichrist was backpedaling.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what he doing. I honestly, and here's another thing too. For the y'all who follow me on Twitter, y'all know I don't at me with no Giants content creator not named Kyle Pizzle. Kyle Pizzle is the only Giants creator that I rock with.
Man, so I see that too. I have some people that it's so funny you say that, Fizz, because they'll group like all of us together. And it's like, they'll say something like, and I'm like, wait a minute, that dude you listed right there, he was talking that dumb shit about Danny.
Yeah, because I got into with Yellow Hood with Big Bird on Twitter on Sunday. Oh, Yellow Hoodie. I had to get into it with him on Twitter on Sunday because somebody added me in a tweet with him.
Well, I was thinking more along the line. I know one of those guys that were mutual. It was Pest.
I don't like him either.
I know, but do you remember? You remember when we did that stream together? And we were telling him like, "Hey, dude, you're gonna be eating the crow on Danny."
And here's another thing too, right? I actually DM'd William because William, it was the guy who grouped this into that tweet earlier today. I DM'd him. I said, "Yo, do not group me with no Giants content creator not named Kyle Pizzle. If it ain't Kyle Pizzle, do not at me with none of these dudes. Don't do it because I'm not gonna respond. So like, don't flood my timeline with these bozos. Nah, like don't even do it. I hate that. I hate when I get one of my mentions.
Like you can't be going. You talk shit about our dude.
It's not even that. They don't like me, and I don't like them. It's not even about Daniel Jones. It's very, very personal. I said it 1,000 times. I'm not one of those people who think they too hard not to admit when they're upset. I'm very upset. Take it very personal. Sorry. It is what it is. I'm not too cool to admit that, yeah, I might punch somebody in the face if I saw him in person. It just is what it is. I'm very sensitive. I'm very in touch with my feelings. Anybody got a fucking problem with that? Do anybody got a problem with Big Fist being in his feelings? Do anybody got a problem with Big Fist being in touch with his feelings? Do anybody want to fucking step to me and tell me why I shouldn't be in my feelings? By all means. By all means. Everybody want to say, oh, Big Fist need to get over stuff. Big Fist, you too emotional. You act like a girl. Yeah, all right. Okay. Okay. Come
You
find
already
out
know.
how I really feel. I ain't got time, bro. Everybody want to act too cool. And oh, man, I ain't mad. Nah, man, I'm too. Nah, fuck them. I just got the balls to say how I feel. Know what I'm saying? I ain't nope, not me. Nah. But anyway, shout out to Donnie. Saints fans love Fist, but a lot of the players don't. Yeah, a lot of them Saints players can't stand me. I know one of the wide receivers on the team, and he hates Fist, and I hate him too. Traquan a bum. Tell Traquan catch the ball. Don't worry. Don't worry about Big Fist. Worry about the ball. He the Darius Slayton of the Saints. Tell Traquan learn how to catch. But shout out to Butters. Corey, pack your ish and head to the Commanders. Oh, speaking of the Commanders, right? This dude Taylor Heineke is so bad, bro. He's so bad. We're not losing to Taylor Heineke at all. We're not losing to Taylor Heineke, bro.
We ain't losing.
Shout out to Corey. Butters, I can't take you serious. How you balding at 14? He's going bald at 14. Yo, shout out to Butters. Yo, why are you spamming our streams with your burners? Hey, man, look. And we finally caught up with Super Chats. Okay, good. Now that we caught up with Super Chats, I need to go on a rant real quick. So, Pizzle brought up something about the Giants and winning, about the media showing the Giants love, right? Okay, so here's my problem.
You've been seeing that, though.
Yeah, but here's the problem with the media showing the Giants love. Here's my problem with it. Stop saying we're not talented. It's getting on my nerves because when they praise the Jets, all they do is talk about how talented the Jets young players are. Oh, Breece Hall was gonna be a stud, and look at Sauce Gardner, and look at Garrett Wilson and all this other stuff, right? They talk about how talented the Jets are, but then they say the Giants are overachieving, and they say, how is Brian Daboll winning with this roster?
Check this out.
It makes no sense.
Check this out, Fisk. I want to give this. I'm going to propose. I'm going to blow your mind. You ready for this? Because I actually had somebody in my and I had all 22 stream going on last. I might need to get you in on an all 22 stream in one of these couple weeks or one of these weeks. We'll see if we can fit you in. I think I got to get you because I think it'd be fun for us to watch a replay of a game. But anyways, somebody said to in my stream last night, and I wish I remember who it was because I'd credit him if I remember who it was. But they said the Giants right now, and probably by the end of the year, have at least 5+ Pro Bowlers on this team.
At least.
And let's I'm gonna name them and you tell me if I'm lying, okay? Andrew Thomas.
All pro. Forget Pro Bowl. That's all pro.
But that's Pro Bowl. Dexter Lawrence.
Agreed.
Xavier McKinney.
Agreed.
Saquon.
Agreed.
I mean, he's gonna deserve it, but they probably won't give it to him, Danny.
Agree. No, they have to. Hold on, Pizzle. Let me tell you something. I'm trying not to talk about it on the podcast because I have a video. I want to do a video about it. But those of y'all who was on my Blood Money stream on Sunday on my other channel, y'all already know I said it. Y'all are aware that Daniel Jones is the best quarterback in the NFC, right? Outside of Jalen Hurts, there's no competition in the NFC for Danny. All the quarterbacks is in the AFC.
I mean, if he stays on this path, he's a Pro Bowler.
No, I'm not even talking about Pro Bowl right now. I'm talking about for the next 10 years.
I know. I'm just for the sake of the argument, though.
Oh, for the sake of the argument, yeah, you're right.
He's a Pro Bowl, and honestly, I think if he stays healthy, Leonard Williams is a Pro Bowler.
Agreed.
So it's like
Kayvon looking like he could be a Pro Bowler too.
Like we're talking at least. So the point being is, you remember last year, like the Colts. I know they didn't make the playoffs, but they got like 7 Pro Bowlers. But everybody said how they were talented or whatever. I'm sitting there thinking like, well, wait a minute, like
Adoree Jackson, he's been one of the best corners in the league this year.
Yeah, I mean but it's not out of the question for them to have at least 5 Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, the Giants the Giants, and I hate when people say we aren't talented. It irks
We
me.
are.
We are very talented.
That's what I got. That's why I got triggered whenever it happened, like on Twitter when I was, somebody was like, "Oh, we in a rebuild," and I'm like, "Wait a minute, we ain't in a rebuild. This ain't no
No,
rebuild."
fool, we in the second year
You
of the
thought it was, you thought it was a rebuild, but it ain't a rebuild.
because Pizzle, how can you rebuild a team with nothing but first contract people on it? Everybody on the Giants is on a rookie deal.
Carolina's in a rebuild. That's what a rebuild looks like.
Yes, that's a rebuild. Seattle, that's a rebuild. You know what
Atlanta.
I'm saying? Pizzle, how can you rebuild a team that was already rebuilt? Get them and tore it to the ground.
Yeah.
Get them and tore this team to the ground and rebuilt it. The Giants are actually on schedule because last year we were supposed to win the division.
Yes.
Last year, y'all was picking us to win the division.
Yes. Yes.
But we had bad coaching and Daniel Jones got hurt. So what the Giants are doing this year, it makes sense. This is what we really should be doing. This is the timeline.
Everybody talks so much shit about us. Yet literally what you just said was the biggest facts that any content creator could say. Literally everybody last year was saying we win in the East.
Sipping that Joe Judge Kool-Aid.
We were all saying it.
Sipping that.
I mean, we were literally making the run last year. It just fell apart. Doesn't mean that they went out and got a new coach and a new general manager, but it wasn't like they turned over the roster.
It's the same team.
It's damn near almost the same team.
All Joe Shane did.
Yeah, I mean it's
all Joe Shane did was just pick the right players at 5 and 7. He solidified the offensive line and solidified the pass rush. Well, the only two things we were missing last year.
He's done. Here's what he's done. I mean, yep, 5 and 7, but I mean, Fizz, come on, man. Our grandmas could have fucking did 5 and 7.
I don't know, bro. Gettleman probably would have took that defensive tackle that Philly took. So I don't know, bro. Yeah, okay. I don't know.
I might give you that, but I will, because I know we like the Hallmarks. But hear me out though. I give Joe Shane this. Fabian Monroe, obviously a good pickup. He's been a great cornerback too for the Giants. Daniel Bellinger, that was a nice pickup in the draft for Joe Shane. Outside of that, I mean, shit, man. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like the same team.
It is the same team. It's all the players.
It honestly feels like the same team, except with theoretically a worse offense because we ain't got any receivers.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, Pizzle. What people need to understand is like Daniel Jones was a game out of the wild card with a tiebreaker over the Eagles because the last game Daniel Jones played last year, he beat the Eagles with a broken neck.
Mm-hmm.
And he had already beaten the Saints. Those were the two teams competing for the wild card spot. It was the Eagles and the Saints. Daniel Jones had tiebreakers over both of them when he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants really was supposed to make the playoffs the last 2 seasons. If ever Ingram could catch or the Eagles don't tank, we win the division in 2020.
I know.
Last year, if Daniel Jones didn't get hurt,
we get crazy when I hear people say it's a rebuild because you were literally talking like literally 12 months ago, 13 months ago that we gonna win the division.
Yeah, for the hell of it, Pizzle. Let's just go back and let's go back down memory lane for the hell of it, right? Not Daniel Jones. Doug Peterson pulls Jalen Hurts. Everybody needs to remember this. Doug Peterson pulls Jalen Hurts. He breaks the hearts of Giants fans. Joe Judge gives that great speech about integrity because we was going through the pandemic, how everybody sacrificed and whatever, and you can't cheat the game like that, whatever. Okay. Every Giants fan is thinking next year, 2021 is going to be our year because we were close in 2020. We got the right coach. We got Adoree. We got Galladay. The Giants were ready to take off last year. This is how every Giants fan felt going into the season last year. And I asked Giants fans, how can we be in a rebuild when we were just set up to win the division the previous season? Make it make sense, Pizzle.
It doesn't make sense to me because I can't understand what their thought process was to begin with. Like I can't even put my brain into their brains on that. I can't. It don't make sense to me.
It don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense, man.
The Giants being good this year is right on schedule. This is Daniel Jones' 4th year in the league. This is right on schedule. It's about time he has good players around him, right, Pizzle? 4th year in the league. He's right on schedule.
That's when fucking Eli did his thing.
Yes, Daniel Jones is right on schedule. So I just think
I've always looked at that too. Like I've always judged quarterbacks 4 years because I mean it's like a college thing. It's like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. I mean, I've always looked at it like, okay, freshman year, you might get a little, you learn and how it goes, and you're going to go through a sophomore slump. Then your junior year, you better turn it up, and then your senior year, you better really ball, right? Like that's what. And to me, Daniel has taken that progression.
Yes,
he has. He's 1,000% taken that progression. Except he got hurt. He got hurt. He did have to go through some growing pains on getting hurt and stuff like that. But this year, if you want to count this like a senior year, like man, he's balling.
And Pizzle, but you gotta understand, we're not giving him enough credit because this is his 4th year in the league with his 4th different offense.
Dude,
this kid has been through so much. He's overcome so much adversity. He's a warrior, man.
I know.
Daniel Jones is most quarterbacks would have been ruined.
I know.
Ruined. Most quarterbacks would have been ruined by now. If you look at Mitchell Trubisky's and the Jameis Winstons of the world and Mariotas of the world, they couldn't overcome. Daniel Jones has overcome. And the team, the players, Brian Dable. Remember last week when Brian Dable made that joke about 4th quarter Danny? They was like, Daniel Jones played well, right? And then Brian Dable was like, yeah, and he did it when he played well in the 4th quarter again, huh, didn't he? You know what I'm saying? He had that smirk on his face when he talked about 4th quarter Danny. This is his team. See, this is what nobody wants to talk about because they don't want to give Danny credit. It's his team. Wandale, where's 8 at? Where's 8 at? It's his team. Accept it. We have a quarterback. He's not the quarterback you wanted. He's the quarterback you deserve. Bottom line.
Some of them don't deserve him.
Agreed. That's a bad wordplay by me. Yeah, they don't deserve him. But he's the one that we got. And he's gonna get a bag, man. And I wouldn't trade Danny for the world because that the 4th quarter killer in him, not every quarterback has that. Peyton didn't have that. And I love Peyton to death, but Peyton didn't have that. You look at Aaron Rodgers, he really don't have it like that. If you look at Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't have a lot of 4th quarter comebacks, a lot of 4th quarter game winning drives.
He's been beaten up on a shitty division for years. Yeah, years.
You know, you gotta appreciate the clutchness in Daniel Jones. You can't underestimate that. It's so Tom Brady-esque the way he just puts you away when it matters, man. I can't stress that enough. But Pizzle, wanted to talk to you about the injuries, man. So Ojulari is on IR. Tony is in witness protection program. Galladay's in the witness protection program. We lost Bellinger for the season, and Adoree is still banged up. How you feeling?
I mean, it's weird because like we really need. It's like we need to get to a bye week. You know what I mean? Like we got to get to a bye week and just get these dudes rested up because, I mean, what's crazy to me is, Evan Neal goes out of the game on Sunday and Phillip steps in, and it's kind of one of them deals where it's like, oh, well, we're screwed without Evan Neal because like kind of made me go back to think like, oh shit, we're back to not having those bookend tackles again. But everything kind of went fine. And so what I will say, what I've really come to like about this Giant team is no matter who goes on the field, Aaron Robinson goes down, and then Fabian comes in. It's like, oh, he steps up.
Shout out to Fabian. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
You
he's like a
want to talk
shutdown
about a
corner.
shutdown corner. I bet you we're gonna pay him in the off season. Not no major contract, but we'll definitely give him like
Well,
7-8 million to stay.
what I've loved about this team is like even like McLeod when he came in the Packer game and Aaron Rodgers trying to pick on him. It's like every dude that's came in on the field for the Giants wearing a Giants uniform is ready to play and knows what the hell he's doing. Like every one of them, they're all prepared.
Pretty
And
much.
that's what I've loved about this team is like man goes down, they step up. And I think that's the biggest thing about what, that I still have confidence in them no matter what, because as long as Danny's out there, even Saquon, like I wouldn't want Saquon to go down like for the rest of the year or anything like that. I would never want that. I want him to play and be healthy. But when Breida's came in, Breida's made good plays. Like he's made good runs.
Yes, he has.
He's good, and I really think Brightwell has a future too. I know they've got him returning kicks and stuff like that, but I think he's got a future. I think the Giants can get it done with a running back other than Saquon. Obviously, I like having Saquon on the team. He's good. I get that. But the point being is like everybody, as long as 8 doesn't go down, everybody else that comes out on the field for the Giants is going to get the job done. That we've even seen it with the receivers. Like Seals ain't that good. I mean, I don't think he's all that. But he's out there playing. Like these dudes are just gonna these coaches have got this team well coached, well prepared, game plan's good. So yeah, the injuries are always going to be a concern with me, like they always are. But it's like, man, this team just knows.
Real quick, Pizzo, not to cut you off,
Mhm.
but I do read the chat, y'all. Future, we don't have anything against Saquon. Just that
Yeah.
what you're not used to hearing are content creators who know how great their quarterback is.
I don't have anything against Saquon. What I'm the problem with the thing with Saquon is the narrative is that he's the dude.
Giant, and
Yeah,
it's not. It's not
he's the giant. Yeah, and it ain't. It ain't like that. Saquon is like that, he's like that extra topping that's just really good. You know,
But
it's
the conversation, Pizzle, that you and I are having, this is how Patriot fans talk for years. This is how Packer fans talk. This is how Steeler fans was talking when they let go of Le'Veon Bell. This is how Charger fans was talking when they let go of Melvin Gordon. When you have that quarterback, you don't really concern yourself with the runner backs or
yes.
stuff like that.
And to go back to what he's saying, so let's just assume that Tyrod Taylor, for example, was healthy. I would rather have Daniel Jones and Breida out there than Tyrod Taylor and Saquon.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, that's no disrespect to Saquon. I want Saquon out there. I want him to, but to me, Saquon is a privilege, whereas Daniel is a necessity.
Pretty
I
much.
gotta have him out there.
Which is why I'm telling y'all now, if I had to put money on it, I think the Giants are going to pay Danny. I actually think, because you know what I think what's going to happen with John Mara is I think Mara's going to bite the bullet early rather than late. If I had to put money on it, the Giants are going to go to the playoffs. And I actually think the Giants are going to win a playoff game because we're better. We're better than whoever comes out the West. We're better than whoever comes out the North, and we're better than whoever comes out the South. We don't got to worry about the NFC East because whoever wins the NFC East gets the bye. Because whether it's the Giants, the Cowboys, or the Eagles, whoever come out the NFC East is going to get that 1 seed. But whoever finishes in 4th place, because whoever loses the NFC East is going to be the 5th seed. So whoever the 4th seed is, Daniel Jones is going to beat that team. So I'm just letting y'all know now. John Mara is going to pay Danny. He never had an issue playing Eli Manning. Y'all remember Eli Manning was the highest paid player in NFL history when he retired. Eli Manning retired as the highest paid player in NFL history. Did y'all ever hear a contract beef between him and the Giants? When did you ever hear about bad negotiations between Eli and the Giants? It just every couple years or so, it was that, oh, Eli Manning got another bag. That's all you would hear. It was never no Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, Kirk
They're
Cousins.
not
No,
they're
they
not
just
gonna
paid
let
him.
Danny go anywhere.
Not let him go anywhere. They're
They
gonna
know
pay him.
what they got in him. And just I don't I wanted to finish to the point with like what Future was saying. And you know, that's what I don't like about YouTube and Twitter now. It's like there's a lot of dudes out there that's like Future. Like you say something that's you're just being honest, right? You're just saying like, yeah, I like Saquon, but I really like Danny more. I like Danny more. And it's like, oh, he runs with it, and it's like, oh, it's a bad. Here's Pizzle's got a bad take. No, fucking chill. I ain't saying Saquon suck. Nobody's saying he stinks. Nobody's saying he's garbage. I've had my frustrations with Saquon multiple times. Obviously, he wasn't healthy last year. He stunk last year. He wasn't healthy. He wasn't good. He's came back this year, re-energized, healthy, 100%. Doesn't mean I don't like Saquon.
Had frustrations with him when he didn't go out of bounds on Sunday too.
Yeah, but my point, like, and here's like being honest, like Saquon did stink last year. He did. He stunk.
He was on the field for that QB sneak. Never forget that.
Yeah,
Saquon was in the backfield on them QB sneaks. Never forget that.
They like Danny is the heart and soul of this team. If you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. I don't have anything. Everyone, I know other teams like, oh, it's Saquon and the Giants, but that's bullshit, man. It ain't that. It really ain't. But I just can't, no offense to Future. I ain't mad at you, but it's like, just because I say it like that, don't mean I think Saquon sucks. Saquon's had a good year. He's been great. I love having Saquon on the team. I hope that him and Danny are going to be the running back and quarterback for the next 8 years. But if push comes to shove, gun to my head, give me fucking Danny.
And I think what it is, Pizzles, when they listen to our show, right? It's a culture shock, because if you listen to the narrative around Giants, and if you pay attention to how other people talk about the Giants, they're not giving Danny the credit that we do. See, when you come to the Giants Outsiders and you listen to us talk, Danny is the topic of conversation because he's our best player. When you listen to other Giants content, they're probably talking about the defense. They're probably talking about Dable. They're probably talking about Saquon. They're probably talking about play calling and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, and they're probably talking about the Giants overachieving. Whereas you come to us, and it's like, nah, we was down 10 points in the fourth quarter, and Daniel Jones did some shit. We was down 17 points to Aaron Rodgers, and Daniel Jones did some shit. Because Pizzle, the truth of the matter is, if any other quarterback had 5 game-winning drives out of 6 wins, he'd be in the MVP conversation.
I just feel like
with a 6-1 record,
yeah, you're right. And also, I just feel like people are out there saying like, "Oh, well, Danny's doing what Danny's doing because Saquon's opening it up for him." And I don't believe that. I actually think Saquon's getting things opened up for him because of what Danny's doing.
Yeah, because Danny's legs.
Danny's legs, Danny's arms. It's helped because they're doing a lot of play action pass. I think look, they both contribute. They both have they got a great Batman and Robin thing going on. Absolutely. They're a great tag team together. Both of them. I just, again, don't take it like I don't like Saquon.
And here's the thing too, right? And this is the last time I'm going to say this because me and Pizzle shouldn't have to explain this. Newsflash. This is how 90% of content creators who cover good teams talk. Go listen to Philly 500 and Lord Brunson. Jalen Hurts is their world.
Yeah.
Go listen to them Cowboy content creators.
That's true. You're right.
Dak Prescott is their world.
You're right. It's like the Giants content creators have gotten to this fucked up mindset. And you're right. When you go watch an Eagles content creator, like a Lord Brunson or Philly, like, yeah, they love Jalen Hurts. They support their boy Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
They do.
If you go watch them Cowboy content creators, they love Dak. They was not on that Cooper Rush bandwagon. They was like, bro,
Mark Holmes was like, Cooper Rush stinks.
Yes, they couldn't wait to get Dak back.
Couldn't wait to get Dak back.
So it's like, y'all got to keep that in context. What Pizzle and I, it's so weird because Giants content creators have been so miserable the past few years. They brainwashed Giants fans into thinking that it's wrong to support your quarterback. Every other fan base with a quarterback slurps their quarterback. What Pizzle and I are doing is normal.
Yeah,
this is normal.
I think it's normal. I think in some weird way, we're bringing back normalcy.
Yeah, we're bringing normalcy to the fan base. Because if you listen to a Chiefs podcast, they slurp Mahomes. Go listen to a Bills podcast, they're slurping Josh Allen. Go listen to a Ravens podcast, they slurp Lamar Jackson. Go listen to a Bengals podcast, they slurp Joe Burrow. You listen to the Giants Outsiders, we're slurping Daniel Jones. That's what you do. You slurp your quarterback because he's your best player. What the other content creators do, and some of the beat reporters and whatever, when they don't give the quarterback the credit he deserves, that's not normal. That's abnormal shit. Every other team with a good quarterback gives the credit. Pizzle, the Giants are the only winning team in the NFL that don't give the quarterback all the credit.
I know.
Jalen Hurts gets all the credit in Philly.
I know.
Allen gets all the credit in Buffalo.
And honestly, because I've been told that the last couple weeks, like, man, go talk shit to Eagle fans and Cowboy. Don't. And I'm like, well, actually, I do go watch Cowboy and Eagle fan content, and I'm like, man, I'm jealous because they're supporting their quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And it's like, it makes me sad. And then I go back to my fan base and I'm like, well, these guys ain't even really supporting their quarterback.
Nah, we still Pizzle and I shouldn't have to defend a quarterback who's 6-1 with 5-game winning drives. We just shouldn't have to defend him.
And the conversation still's about him because the contract situation is going to come about.
And they're going to be sick. They are going to vilify Danny.
Yeah, and they're like,
who wants that max deal? They're going to vilify him.
We're going to give him one. I think he's going to do like a 2-3 year team-friendly deal. Okay, motherfucker.
Yeah, okay, bullshit.
Okay.
Bullshit. When Danny get that 5 for $250, I don't want. They're gonna be sick.
There's a reason why you got a wedgie and stuffed in the locker and tapped on your forehead and called again.
Ain't got no pussy in high school, you virgin. But check this out, right, Pizzle. And guess what? It's gonna be fully guaranteed because that's what the quarterbacks are gonna get.
I know what's
coming.
Gonna be fully guaranteed. I know what's coming
because
and you know what? You know what? Also, Fizz, I think. Not for nothing. You said what you said about Eli, about how making all that money. I guarantee you ownership thinks he's Eli Manning 2.0.
Ding, 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 ding.
So
ding,
they
ding.
ain't gonna let Eli Manning 2.0 walk right out the door.
Ding, 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 ding,
friendly
ding.
My ass. They go.
Yo, chat. Yo, who's that? Dean. I can't pronounce your last name. I'm not even gonna try. But Dean is laughing at the 5 for $250. That's what he's gonna get. That's what he's gonna get. John Mara's going to cut that check.
But he will cut that check, yeah.
Because he did it for Eli. He did it for Eli. Eli, like Pizzle. When did you ever hear?
They're not gonna let little Eli walk out the door. I'm just telling you, they're not. That's the only reason. It's the reason why they drafted him in the first place because he looked like
Eli in his press conference.
He's everything.
He is the team. Like this is who management wants as Daniel Jones is the definition of a quarter. What does Colin Cowherd say? Quarterback. He wants his quarterbacks to act quarterback you. This is what a franchise quarterback acts and looks like. Daniel Jones
gets paid, and I can't wait to watch the videos and the faces they make.
Yeah, because he's getting 5 for $250. And it's gonna be fully guaranteed too. And it might be more than that if they franchise tag him because
I think it's gonna be. I think he might get more years.
I think because you know what it is, Pizzle? Burrow's about to get Burrow's gonna get it. Herbert's about to get it. They're about to redo Mahomes. Lamar's gonna get paid because they're not gonna franchise tag Lamar. Like they're gonna give Lamar his bag. By the time the Giants, and this is what I'm saying, this is why they're not gonna franchise tag him too, right? And you're only getting this content on the Giants Outsiders. You're only getting this from Fisk and Pizzle. We got to give Andrew Thomas $100 million in 2023. So they have to actually take care of Daniel Jones now,
which then makes you start to question about the Saquon thing.
which is why they tag Saquon. Ding, 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 ding.
But,
They pay Danny. They tag Saquon.
you don't need. I'm just saying,
Ding,
all
ding,
these
ding,
guys
ding.
out here that are attached to Saquon, you don't need to be so attached to Saquon.
Yeah, because we don't know if he's coming back.
Because you got to have Andrew Thomas and you got to have Danny.
And guess who else is due to Andrew Thomas season? Xavier McKinney. Guess who else is due? Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence, because remember,
Dexter Lawrence is going to get paid too.
Yes. We got to pay Dexter Lawrence, Andrew Thomas, and Xavier McKinney in the same offseason. Think about that.
Yeah.
They have no choice but to pay Danny this year. They can't franchise Danny. How can the Giants pay out? All right, so if they franchise tag Daniel Jones, right? That would mean Pizzle in 2023 offseason, the 2023 offseason, we would have to pay Andrew Thomas, Dexter Lawrence, Xavier McKinney, Daniel Jones, all in the same offseason. There's no way that's going to happen. They got to take care of Danny now. They have no choice.
Yeah.
They take care of him now, and they flex his cap hit so they can afford the other players. Just because, remember, Cleveland, right? And I'm going to get to y'all super chats after this. But Pizzle, remember, Cleveland knew Deshaun was going to get suspended. So they gave him $230 guaranteed dollars, but gave him $1 million cap hit for 2022 so he wouldn't lose any money because they knew he was getting suspended. So once you give your quarterback the contract, you could flex his cap hit any way you want to. So, but if he's on a franchise tag, you can't do that. So the Giants, Pizzle, that they're gonna pay him this offseason. They're gonna tag Saquon for $12 million.
Oh yeah.
And they're gonna give Danny a bag and a half. Watch. And he's gonna be worth and deserve every penny of it. Shout out to Jamil the King. I had DJ back 4 years ago. Feel good to flex now. Yes, it does. We have been defending Daniel Jones for years. We deserve the flex, Pizzle.
I know. But
well,
apparently you can't, though, because if you do, then they're going to dig up something you said 2 years ago and try to use that against you.
Nah, they do that. They do that to you. They know better than cross me. I ain't got time. They block my ass. They that firing range is a dangerous place. I don't give a fuck. I'm very sensitive. You might say the wrong thing to me. I might take it very personal, and I hold grudges for a long ass time too. They better send no old screenshots your way. I wish one of them would come at me sideways. I'm looking for a reason to air somebody out too. I'm looking for a reason. Shout out to Timmy. What's up, fellas? It's hilarious. But anyone I talk to who's any other team fans keep saying the Giants are 6-1 because of anybody but DJ. Clearly, they don't watch us. That's the God's honest truth, Pizzle. People who don't watch the Giants, they don't give Danny any credit at all.
No.
And Pizzle and I been saying that, like it's kind of like we don't watch Bailey Zappi enough to know why Patriot fans are obsessed with him, because we're not watching every snap of the Patriot game. But watching the Patriots on Monday, when he came into the game, I kind of got it. I was like, okay, he's in control of the huddle. He made good plays that the team played harder for him. I was like, okay, I get it now. Like the energy that Bailey Zappi had on Monday Night Football, Pizzle, was crazy.
No.
Shout out to Jamil the King. Dan Orlovsky at DJ Hater 2 was talking crazy. I'm gonna air Dan Orlovsky out one of these days. He on my shit list too. I'm about to air him out one of these days. Shout out to Bones. Daniel Jones is in a winning business.
Yeah,
Amen.
That's my boy Bones.
Amen, baby. All he do is win. All he do is win, man. Pizzle, how you feeling about the Seattle game this week?
I mean, I'm nervous about it just because of the injuries, and then it's a second road game in a row for the Giants. Seattle's been playing good. Gino's been doing his thing. But I'm going to be honest with you. There's games this year that I was super nervous about, and the Giants just went out there and did their thing.
Like last week.
Like last week. Last week, I was super nervous about that because they came off those wins against the Packers and the Ravens, and, that's a huge win against Jacksonville. I think Seattle is a team that if we played them 10 times, we'd beat them 9 times,
Agreed.
but they do run the ball good, and that's one thing I think the Giants have struggled with, but man, defensively, they're not any good. They're terrible defensively. I mean, Seattle.
I'm gonna let you know now, Pizzle. They're gonna run all. We can't stop the run for shit. So they're gonna run all over us.
I mean, I think they're gonna get theirs on the ground.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker is gonna have a field day on this Giants defense but you know what? Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm holding Wink feet to the fire because they're missing DK Metcalf. He's hurt, right? So at least I think he's hurt. Last I checked, DK Metcalf was gonna be out for a little bit. Check on that for me. Ain't DK Metcalf supposed to miss the game? Check on that for me, chat.
I think he is.
But if there's no DK Metcalf, they don't have any receivers. We're not scared of Tyler Lockett. So the whole game plan should literally be like we did with Derrick Henry. Like, because we held Derrick Henry to like 80 yards on like 25 rushes. We held him to 80 yards. Same game plan.
So DK actually did not practice today.
Yeah, so he's probably not playing. Because if you don't practice on Wednesday, you're probably not playing. So if I think Wink has got to go into that game and say, Geno beats me, he beats me. You can't let Kenneth Walker just run you out the building. Like all respect to Geno Smith, but if he could beat you with those pedestrian receivers, then so be it. The Giants need to literally focus on shutting down the run. We got to leave Adoree, well, if Adoree plays, but Fab Monroe, they got to be on islands with those wide receivers. Those wide receivers are not good enough to like kill the Giants. So it needs to be all out 8-man boxes, whatever they got to do. We need to focus on shutting the run down.
You can, I mean, you could see, you can see a reason why the Giants would lose this game, just because of situations and things like that. Then, I mean, we kind of have an injury excuse a little bit.
Yeah,
with the
we're getting ready to go into the bye.
Mainly the offensive line, the biggest, I feel like the biggest concern, because we really don't. We know what we've been getting with this receiving unit. We know what we've been getting with the defense when Leonard Williams was out, but we really don't know what we're going to get without Evan Neal and potentially, without two of the 5 guys in the offensive line. Like, we don't know. And then on top of it, Seattle is obviously, I think outside of maybe New Orleans, it can be a huge home field advantage for that team. So there's a, that can be a disaster for offensive linemen who don't usually play. I mean, again, Seattle's defense isn't any good. I don't want anybody that's listening to allow any of the Giant content creators to make you think like, oh, this is an easy win. Like, we should win. No, it's not. This is a tough game. And if we can get this win, like it's just as good as the Jacksonville win. Like, it's a big win. It would be huge for us.
That's what gives me confidence in Seattle, because we play like shit versus Jacksonville. That was a game we were supposed to lose, because we really played like crap that game, especially defensively. We played like crap defensively versus Jacksonville. And we played like crap on offense because we had like 8 drops. I mean, Danny and Saquon did their thing, but outside of Danny and Saquon, like the receivers were terrible.
Yeah.
So I honestly think the Giants played a sloppy game versus Jacksonville, but Doug Peterson and Trevor Lawrence weren't good enough to capitalize on it. So I actually think we're going to be kind of sharp on Sunday, because I think we played our sloppy game versus Jacksonville, but they're just too dumb to beat us. They were too dumb to beat us. They should have kicked the field goal instead of going for it on 4th down. And then they just gave us a touchdown after that with all those flags on the goal line. Like, Jacksonville just stupid. And then Doug Peterson had one timeout the last 5 minutes of the game because he was calling stupid timeouts in the 3rd and top of the 4th quarter. Like, they beat them. They beat themselves. The Giants the Giants got outplayed on Sunday, but just bad coaching and just Trevor Lawrence being erratic, they just couldn't capitalize on it. So I honestly feel like Pizzle last week really was our bad game. We just happened to win it.
Yeah.
So we really might be sharp as attack on Sunday.
We could be. I just think if we're not, it's because the injury bug.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but
I just
but
feel
you
like
know what?
I feel like I mean, I just feel like it's
Does Seattle have the edge rushers to really make us miss Evan Neal for this week?
no,
I don't think they have the edge rushers to
but
make us pay.
but it's just a allowed it can be a loud place for a team to play, and you just hope that your offensive line is in good shape to be able to do what they got to do. I mean,
I think
obviously, the last time we played in Seattle, we weren't expecting to win, and we won. So, I mean, that
yeah,
was
we
nuts.
did. And that was versus Russell Wilson. But I think here's what I'm gonna say. I think the Giants win on Sunday. I actually think we win on Sunday. And I think we go into the trade deadline and we go and get Jerry Jeudy. I think we win on Sunday. We go into our bye week and Joe Shane-Golden gets his Jerry Jeudy. Because even if Kadarius Toney gets healthy, he hurt 2 hamstrings. Those are recurrent injuries. Am I wrong?
Mhm.
So even if Kadarius Toney gets healthy, who's to say he don't re-injure those hamstrings? So I think he goes out there, he trades for Jerry Jeudy, and we come out of the bye week because that's the perfect time to get Jerry Jeudy is on the bye week. That's the perfect time to get him because he can learn the playbook during the bye week. He'll have 2 weeks to learn the playbook. I think we get this win in Seattle. We go into the bye at 7-1. We get Jerry Jeudy. He's got 2 weeks to learn the book, and we beat the dog shit out of Houston coming out of the bye. And we get ready to prep for them damn Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Or did I miss a game?
No, that
smack? Do we smack Detroit or do we smack Houston? Who we smacking out of the bye?
no, we play um
Yeah, we play Houston on the
I was
13th.
reading
We
I was
smacking
reading
Houston
sorry,
out of the bye.
I was reading a comment, but no, it's Houston out the bye, but
And then
what
we
I
smack the Lions.
it's
And then we
really
get ready for the Cowboys.
it's really a good time. It's so weird because I think it's a good time for the bye to get to that point of getting some of these guys rested up. Kind of middle of the season too. So it kind of it's like, hey, it's second half of the season. I just hope the Giants are able to get this win. That way we can kind of go into the bye feeling good about things. Whereas if they lose, then it's like, yeah, we're 6-2, and that's a better record than I think most of us was expecting. But it would just feel so good if they were able to get that win. So it's like another extra week of just being excited,
Feeling good. Yeah.
feeling good. I will definitely say because the bye is after this game, you could see the Giants just throwing the kitchen sink at this game, trying to get it done. It'd be nice if the defense just kind of really dominated this
I
game.
think they owe us because the defense was ass on
Well, they
Sunday.
weren't. I mean, they gave up another 100-yard rusher to ETN.
McKinney saved the game, Pistol. If he doesn't cause that ETN fumble.
Dude, in the all 22 stream I did last night, McKinney, and he does this every week, man. He saves the day on almost all big plays. He cleans up the defense's mess, and it's really not. They don't have a bad mess. I don't mean it like that. It's just he always cleans it up.
Yep.
He's like an enforcer out there. He always finds a way to get things right. But I mean, I got confidence that the Giants can get it done. I guess the biggest thing that I'm nervous about is just the situation of what's happened the last several weeks.
Vegas is due to get us. I said it. I think Vegas, but here's the thing, Pizzle.
Well, I'm actually so why you tell me that? I'm gonna look. There was I saw I'm gonna have to find it, but I saw this very interesting thing about the Giants. I'm gonna have to try to dig it up. I should have saved it for the show. Let me see if I can find it, but keep going what you were saying
But
about
the thing
Vegas.
is, Pizzle, I think Vegas is gonna need the Giants again because you and I thought that last week. Normally that's a trap game, but the money was on Jacksonville. So the books ended up needing the Giants. Like the books always end up needing the Giants because nobody believes in us. And everybody's in love with Kenneth Walker and Geno Smith right now. I actually think the books are going to need the Giants on Sunday. Vegas is going to need the Giants on Sunday, I think. And I really feel like if the Giants go into the bye at 7-1, we're beating Houston. That's 8-1. And we'll probably beat Detroit. That's another horribly coached team. We could be 9-1.
We're for sure, and I hate to say it like this, but we're for sure beating Houston out the bye.
Yeah,
Man,
definitely beating Houston out the bye.
that's for sure happening.
And then I just don't see Dan Campbell. Like, bro, Dan Campbell and Jared Goff are just not beating Dable and Jones. It's just not. Jared Goff's gonna fuck up, and Campbell's gonna fuck up. Just no, they're too sloppy. We should, if we beat Seattle, we could be 9-1 at Dallas.
I think
We
what I
could be
was
9-1.
I think what the thing that I was looking for, I can't find it, but where I can't remember where I found it, but it's like the Giants when they're underdogs this season, they've won 6 games. They're 6-0 when they're an underdog because if you remember against the Cowboys, they were technically like a 1-point favorite, or even like some books maybe a pick 'em or a 1-point favorite. But all the other games, even including like the Titans game, they were dogs. Against Carolina, they were favored.
Yeah, the only win we have as a favorite was
No,
Carolina.
I'm sorry. Let me back
The
up.
Bears.
The Bears. The Bears too. No, what I was trying to get to at was so the Tennessee game they were dogs, the Packer game they were dogs, the Ravens game they were dogs, the Jaguars game they were dogs, which means if they go 5-0, which means if they win this game, it would be 5-0 as spread dogs, which the record I believe is like I was looking earlier, like 1999 Detroit Lions started 6-0 one season, winning outright 6 games in a row as dogs. So the Giants are doing something from a betting standpoint that's very unprecedented as well, winning as just straight out dogs, which is something you never see.
Pretty much.
I mean, that's the thing about, when you think about Jacksonville could have been a letdown spot. Then you see this situation against Seattle, it could be a letdown spot, but it's like, man, they just continue to find ways to get it done. And so, I mean, honestly, after this Jags win, like I feel like the sky's the limit anyways. But as long if the defense goes in there and plays well, then the Giants have got a shot to win this game.
And the thing too, Pizzle, is I'm looking at the schedule. December is gonna be lit for us, man. We got
NFC East games. Oh
yeah, we got Commanders on the 4th.
Oh yeah.
Philly on the 11th.
Oh yeah.
Then we're at the Commanders on the 18th.
Oh yeah.
And then we're at Minnesota on Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah.
Like December, man, we gonna be lit in December.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a December to remember.
Shout out to ECW, man. Yeah, it's a good quote right there. Pizzle, what we doing betting wise this week?
Okay, so we got to get back in the win column. I actually had somebody listen, Fist. The other day, I picked the Colts against the Titans. They lost, first loss of the year. I even had someone message me and tell me that they put their whole damn mortgage on my pick, and now that.
So while Pizzle's mic is muted,
I hit the mute button. My bad. I was cutting a nice promo and I hit the damn mute button. Anyways, he said that he lost his damn house on my pick, so I felt bad about it. And I said, you know what, we got to get the house back. We got to get this boy's house back. So I went digging, looking for a pick this weekend to get us back on the right track, to get us right where we need to be. Do you have a good pick for them this week?
Oh yeah, I got a good pick. I got a great pick.
Okay. I'm gonna give them a hard pick to take. I think it's gonna be hard for them to take, but I think it's my kind. It's got my kind of pick written all over it. And I'm gonna give you the Lions getting +3.5 at home against the Dolphins.
Yo, why do Pizzle give y'all these heart attack games, bro? Pizzle be giving y'all a heart. Look, Pizzle be giving y'all them sharp.
Hold on, Fitz. Hold on. But don't that line just seem a little stanky?
No.
That line seems stanky.
You know why I don't think it's stinky? Because Dan Campbell is a horrible coach, and Jared Goff throw more picks.
And guess who Dan Campbell used to coach?
The Dolphins?
Yeah.
Oh, look, here's what I'll say. The Dolphins shouldn't be giving 3.5 to anybody because they not that good either. But
First of all, Tua could get concussed at any moment.
But here's the problem I have with your pick, Pizzle. I don't think they're gonna let Amron play. And if Amron don't play, that offense looks bad, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because Amron had a concussion, and because of Tua, ironically, I don't like they might be making dudes automatically sit out a week once they get a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, Pizzle. It's a good spot. If
Nice spot.
I'm a spot better, the number one thing I look at when I make a bet is I look at the spot. That's the type of handicapper I am. I'm a spot guy, and then I do the like, can I bet on this team? Like the second thing I look at is, can I bet this team? You know, like some teams are not bettable. Like you're an idiot if you put your money on Nathaniel Hackett. You're an idiot. I'm sorry. Like it's just certain things you just can't bet. It's if you're an idiot if you put your money on Jacksonville. You're just not smart. But here's what I'm gonna say, Pizzle. Pizzle gave you the Lions, which is it's a good spot bet. It's hard to do, but it's a good spot bet.
They don't want to go to Detroit.
My pick is a little more risky. I think my pick is more risky than Pizzle's, believe it or not. I'm giving y'all the Patriots and -2.5 at the Jets. Lay that bitch.
I like that pick.
Belichick just got embarrassed on Monday Night Football, and he hates the Jets anyway. This is the game he breaks George Halla's record versus the Jets after getting blown out at home by the Bears.
I like that pick.
He is going to beat the dog shit out of these Jets.
I like that.
This is the most Belichick. This is the most Belichickian game ever. Fresh off a blowout, he'd have put the fear of God in the whole team. The Jets are feeling high and mighty, and now it's Belichick's time to just say, "No, I still own you. I still own you." Same thing he does to Cleveland, bro. How do you shut down Nick Chubb but can't shut down David Montgomery? Get the fuck out of here, bro. There's just certain teams that Belichick just gets up to play, man. Cleveland, the Jets. There's just certain teams he just gets up to play, and I think he's going to have some shit for the Jets. You know
what? That maybe they need to take those two games and call it the Outsiders parlay. Parlay those two games.
Exactly. It's going to be a heart attack, both sides, but you know
that's the way we like it.
Yes, that's when you're a wise guy like Pizzle and I, half the bets you make, you're betting on shit that the public is just not going. Like when you bet against the public, like Pizzle and I do, when you give a sharp bet that goes against public consensus, you're used to having heart attacks on a nightly basis because you're probably betting a shitty team. Like Pizzle's told you to bet the Commanders. He's told you to bet the Colts, the Arizona Cardinals. Pizzle been having got bet some sorry ass teams. Yeah, the Bengals. You know, like so, like it is what it is, man. That's just the life of a sports bettor. If you want to be a successful sports bettor, you better learn how to bet them sorry ass teams. But anything else we need to cover?
Man, just another great show. I just want to say thank you to everybody for the super chats and coming into the stream. And the biggest thing that I want to say too, I said this in my stream last night. I'll say it in this one. Believe in Daniel Jones. Believe in this New York Giants team. But you know, don't let anybody tell you what they are. You know what they are. Keep supporting them. Keep supporting these dudes, man. Like, you know, if you like our channel too, you like the content that we're putting out, these episodes, man, go tell people about it. Go tell them tell them what it is, man. To like let them know, like this is it. This is the main event. This is the place to be. This is the place that keeps it real. Like bottom line, just keeps it real. We ain't lying to you. We ain't sugarcoating you. We ain't streaming shit that we don't like. We just being honest with you.
Pretty much.
We being
no
straight
agendas over here.
Ain't got no agendas. Ain't no bullshit. Ain't no nothing. We giving you winners. Yeah, we lost. I lost last week, but guess what? We're gonna get right back on the horse and win.
You know what's another fishy line now that I'm looking at these lines again?
Okay.
The Panthers, I don't know if the Atlanta should be laying 4.5 to the Panthers, bro.
That's the first time they're favored this year.
I don't like that. 4.5 to a great defense when your quarterback is Mariota. I don't like that. The Panthers might be an auto bet. That number just might be an auto bet. I mean, I'm not gonna bet it, but I'm looking at that. I'm like, I don't know, bro. And real quick before we end, the total is 44.5. When's the last time you seen a Giants game with a 44.5 total? We're normally like 39, 38, 40, low 40. That's a high total for a Giants game, Pizzle.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sunday gonna be it's gonna be some fireworks on Sunday, man. And it's the 4:30 game. That's dope. I get to watch it in peace. 4:30. That's gonna be great.
It's gonna be fun.
But
another great show, Fizz.
Yeah, another great show. This has been episode 16 of the Giants Outsiders. We will see y'all next week. Remember, subscribe to Cop Pizzle's channel. Subscribe to my channel. Show us that love. We up out of here.